Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you to the members of the committee for considering this bill today. I really view it as an opportunity to help many Pennsylvanians across the board. Our goal in this legislation is to try to bring Pennsylvania and their 302, 303 mental health commitment process more in line with the federal standards, and we've worked hard and had considerable active dialogue with diverse groups from Ceasefire to FOAC to the NRA to county mental health and addiction experts. And in short, this common sense landing point would create a restoration pathway for Second Amendment rights. Right now in Pennsylvania, if an individual is even 302'd, brought into question that they may have a concern for mental health, they lose their Second Amendment rights forever, regardless if they are cleared from that evaluation and determined to be completely fine. Just, in last year of record, full year, 2017, of the 22,000 302 evaluations, 7,800 of those citizens were cleared, but they still lose their rights forever. And this has an adverse effect on Pennsylvanians from the mental health and recovery side. Because of the concern about permanent life loss of Second Amendment rights, it causes families entering into the mental health process pause before the evaluation, because the extreme lifelong prohibition results in voluntary commitments or alternate negotiations. And ultimately, as other representatives have said, and the very sad story just shared by Representative Costa, this can end in tragedy. So our goal today is to be able to allow mental health to focus on treatment and recovery and allow a pathway for individuals who have been brought under question to be able to have those rights restored. If an individual, so in short, they would lose their Second Amendment rights for 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, that would be restored. This allows police officers and our state policemen who would lose their firearms, they lose their position just even with an allegation. They could go through a messy divorce or a dispute with a neighbor, and they'll lose their job. It helps protect people like Amy in Allegheny County, who at 15 years old was being transported to the hospital. The ambulance crew 302'd her. The hospital negotiated, and she went to a 301 path for her mental health treatment. Now she's a 21-year-old woman. She applies for a firearm license. She officially has been determined to have committed unsworn falsification and is now looking at 12 to 14 years in prison because she didn't know that an ambulance driver checked the 302 box when her doctor did the 301. So I very much appreciate, Mr. Chairman, your consideration of this 302 fix, and we've worked hard to still provide protections and hopefully create a better pathway moving forward for mental health, suicide prevention, and Pennsylvanians themselves.